Bonjour, bonsoir, dear friends. Welcome to JCB Live, again with an amazing guest, the Count of Buena Vista, the man who created the most fantastic winery in the world in 1857, the famous Buena Vista Winery. Count, what a great honor.
The honor is all mine, Jean-Charles, to be back here with you. Having been brought back to life by you when you acquired Buena Vista is a pure joy. Thank you.
To you, your health, your splendor, your charisma, and obviously your incredible history.
I am history, sir, and it is a pleasure to be here in the future.
So, Count, we are tasting a magnificent wine that really represents your past and your present and the future of America because you were one of the first. Can you tell us why being a sheriff?
Of course. Well, this bottle of wine called the Sheriff of Buena Vista is a blend. And it has a sheriff badge on the label because, as we know, I was elected the very first sheriff. San Diego County on April 1st, 1850. By the way, I received 107 votes, and my closest opponent just 47. So quite a plurality, I might add. So this is a blend. In the words of our winemaker Brian Maloney, it is a Bordeaux-Rhône mashup. It is comprised of Cabernet Sauvignon, Petit Syrah, Syrah, Petit Verdot, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, and Mission.
What a cocktail of beautiful grapes!
The structure and form of Bordeaux and the lovely, juicy, fruity qualities of the Rhône, Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre, and all in a bottle with a sheriff badge glued to the label.
So, dear friends, unbelievable to realize as the Count crossed the United States, goes from Wisconsin to Southern California and San Diego, becomes the first sheriff. And your prison was next to the first mission of California.
Well, the jail, it was at times a prison, but it was a difficult and restive town, Jean-Charles. Required many extraordinarily interesting and at times depressing for those who I had to arrest and throw into the hoosegow.
What was the best memory of yours as a sheriff?
Well, perhaps not the best memory, but an interesting point, Jean-Charles. You see, San Diego, the county of San Diego, was the largest county of any county in the newly formed state of California. It comprised the current counties of Imperial, Riverside, and San Diego. So my jurisdiction stretched from the Mexican border to the Southern Sierra, and from the Colorado River to the Pacific Ocean. And all I had to rule this restive district were rifles and pistols and horses and deputies, and the willingness to use these tools when necessary.
Hasn't one of the gentlemen in the jail just walked out of the jail one day?
So the story that I mixed the concrete incorrectly, allowing the first prisoner drunk to escape by pushing the wall down, completely untrue, Jean-Charles.
Quite an exciting story to tell.
Well, yes, that story's been dogging my past for over 150 years.
So this is the amazing wine to honor the Count and the Count journey, because when you're Count, you're sheriff, and then you became the most prominent winemaker in America.
I thank you for that accolade, Jean-Charles. And what's important to remember is that this is a blend. Now, I never bottled a single varietal. That is a modern notion. I always blended different grapes together because by blending, we receive varied flavors without extensive bottle age. The art of the winemaker is to blend. Now, in the 1850s and 60s, I bottled bottles. I put the geographic place names of Europe on the bottle, as was common. I bottled a Rhine, a Mosel, a Chablis, a Burgundy. I had proprietary names, El Dorado Claret, Vin de la Montagne, but I never put Zinfandel or Cabernet Sauvignon on a label. That, once again, did not generally begin until the 1940s in America after the horrors of prohibition changed the world of wine. So a blend And it's important to, you, the consumers, Jean-Charles, now understand the beauty of a blend. And so this is our homage to my time and to my, as the winemaker, and my time as the first sheriff of San Diego.
And that's an incredible vision shared, as we know, by another incredible valley we love, the Valley of the Rhône.
Yes.
And in this instance, this is the same concept where we name the area, Côtes du Rhône, but we don't actually list the grape varieties as much as we would at the time. Isn't it spectacular?
It's beautiful.
So, dear friends, you could see Côtes du Rhône from Bonpas, one of the Chartreuses built in 1318. So the monks really established this amazing edifice to pray, to salute, to become spiritual, and to make great wines as well. So the Pope even, for close to 75 years, moved from Rome to Avignon, and it's called the Palais des Papes, which is really this magnificent structure as well, where 7 popes in 70 years succeeded one to the other. Then, in 1379, he came back to Rome, where he is still today. But interesting that the political situation in Italy was such that we welcome the Pope in France. And this is really why there's so much spirituality, religion, and great emotions and feelings in that part of the Rhône Valley. And as you could see, this is the coat of arms of the Chartreuse of Bonpas. And on the back of this magnificent bottle, we even have the name. Bonpas means the good path, the bonus passus in Latin, which means the good way. The good way to God, the good way to your heart, the good way to your mind, the good way, of course, of the Rhône River from the Mediterranean all the way to the north of France. So the meaning of Bonpas is very interesting as well, because that confirms that as you go to this place, you're spiritually centered. And that's the very great benefit of drinking this wine. It will confess you, and it will help you to forgive any of your potential sin. Not that you've done any, Cal.
Well, this sounds remarkable.
So let's have a toast to the wine, because this is the reserve of Bonpas. And I don't know if you, as we taste the wine, the pepperness, the smokiness nicely of the wine, the Grenache-based Côtes du Rhône, because Côtes du Rhône could be Syrah-based or Grenache-based. I'm a big fan of Bonpas because this is that very red Grenache grapes, very ripe, that gives you that taste of licorice, leather, and obviously that beautiful level of white pepper spice. Talking about that, Count, wouldn't it be fun to pair it with the popcorn
I think so.
of the Oakville Grocery? Look, we have 3 different salt. Maybe the black truffle sea salt. This is the way I flavored mine. This is the fleur de sel sea salt, which is a magnificent salt. And on your side here, we have the smoked Hickory smoked sea salt. So quite interesting aroma.
Smells like camping. Which we did a lot of on our journey out west, I might add, for 9 months.
So I advise you, Count, to play a little bit with the popcorn. What do you think?
Oh, delicious.
Isn't it great with wine?
Truly.
We got to be audacious. Popcorn, wine, and a great movie seems like a good program to me, specifically during that heat.
Yes, absolutely. It's quite remarkable. Let me try some of the sea salt now, Jean-Jean.
And I'm going to go for the smoke, because this is so unique. Dear friends, are you all jealous? You're going to all make popcorn tonight.
The lovely, juicy, fruity qualities of this Bonpas washes over all the other flavors, and returning your mouth to stasis the point of the wine and fruit pairing. And truly, red wine and popcorn, the perfect pairing combination.
To the combination, dear friends. Enjoy tonight.